This is the moment where we turn all of that into action and into votes. And I want to tell you, the people of Dallas County, like the people of Texas throughout this state and all 253 other counties, are taking our hope and our promise and the potential of this country, and you are putting it into action. In 2014, the last midterm election 4 years ago, at this point, 71,000 ballots had been cast. In 2018, at this point, 225,000 ballots had been cast. Which means that on every single issue that we are organized for, the great things that we want to do for this great country, because we've decided we are not organized against anyone, any political party, any other thing. We are going to come together as Republicans and Democrats and independents alike for this country, for this country's greatness, defined not by our fears, but known by our ambitions, our aspirations, the hard work that we're committing to right here today to see those goals through, the very high expectations that we have set by and for one another. From the perspective of a state that ranks dead last in the ability to see a doctor, afford your prescription medications, take that child of yours to the therapist, this will be the state that leads on guaranteed, high-quality, universal health care for every man, woman, and child, primary care, specialty care, mental health care, and in a state that is at the epicenter of a maternal mortality crisis, 3 times as deadly for women of color. This will be the same state that says universal care means every woman makes her own decisions about her own body.
He listens to his constituents. He holds town halls, and when he does, he doesn't tell them that their problem is that they don't know how to listen. He does a week of work where he goes around and every single day of a week he does a different job in his district to make sure that he stays grounded in what's going on in his district. He is a leader who will be in leadership and who will have my vote certainly in leadership, Mark Vesey.
Thank you, Mark, for those kind words of introduction. Eddie Bernice, good to see you, my dear. You were really preaching. You did everything but take a text. I didn't know you could preach like that. We need some of those sermons on the floor of the house. Colin, get out there, brother. Continue to run, push, and pull.
Yeah.
I'm so happy and pleased to be here in Dallas. To be here in this great state of Texas. Now, I didn't grow up in a big city like Dallas. I grew up in rural Alabama, 50 miles from Montgomery, outside of a place called Troy. My father was a sharecropper, a tenant farmer. But back in 1944, when I was 4 years old, and I do remember, my father had saved $300, and a man sold him 110 acres of land for $300. We still own this land today. I grew up with 6 brothers and 3 sisters, wonderful mother and father, grandparents and great-grandparents. And sometime we would go downtown to the little town of Troy, or visit Montgomery, 48 miles away. I would see those signs that said, white men, colored men, white women, colored women, white waiting, colored waiting. And I would ask my mother, my father, my grandparents, and my great-grandparents why. And they would say, boy, that's the way it is. Don't get in the way. Don't get in trouble. But in 1954, 15 years old, I heard of Rosa Parks. I heard the words of Martin Luther King Jr. The action of Rosa Parks, the words and leadership of Dr. King inspired me to get in trouble, what I call good trouble. And that's just is very simple. When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, say something. Do something. Get in trouble. Good trouble. Necessary trouble. And during the next 2 days, you have to go all over Dallas, all over Texas, and the word out that we got to go to the polls and vote. Yeah. But you can't walk pro. But get there. Do it. Not just for ourselves, but for our children and their children and generation yet unborn. Yeah. You have to do it. We have to save our country, save our democracy. I wish you well. Thank you very much.